Hey guys, not your typical video from me. I'm not going to show you what I'm wearing for panties, but I am going to discuss something that I'm dealing with right now, and that is my dad's dementia. Today, I am taking the day off of work to go with my sister to his doctor's appointment. And my sister has primarily been the one, typical eldest child fashion, that has taken over. My mom has been gone 6 years, and my dad started exhibiting some dementia signs, some early dementia signs. And as that has developed over the last probably 5 years, but really more like the last year has gotten a little bit worse, I'd say. I don't know all of the phases. I haven't read the books. I've watched some videos. I've listened to some podcasts. I've tried to read some articles and catch up on it a little bit. She's really more of an expert on the stages and things like that. And she's done some helpful things. I'm not an expert. I don't have advice. I would love advice. I think my two biggest questions, if anyone is caretaking a dementia loved one, or Alzheimer's loved one, the biggest question is, everybody's advice early on is to have a conversation when their loved one is either diagnosed or everyone starts noticing some things, or maybe even they notice some things like, why did I do that? Why can't I remember this? And when we try to have that conversation with my dad of just kind of like, hey, so they think you have that. Well, I don't have that. Well, you've been diagnosed with it because of, this. That's crazy. Like every conversation that we have is just like denial. At some point you're not going to be able to sign your own checks, make your own doctor's appointments, do, whatever. And who would you want to make decisions for you? No one. I want to make decisions for myself. Well, what if you couldn't? What if you were in a coma and someone had to pay your mortgage, or whatever? He doesn't have a mortgage, but had to pay this bill for you, or what? Was there anyone that you would like to make these decisions for you? And nope. I guess I'd like to do it myself. So literally, we're stuck at step one on all of this stuff. And as it declines, like, we have no rights. And it's been really weird and challenging. So his doctor sent for his driver's license. So he doesn't have his driver's license or car, so he can't go anywhere. So he is dependent on us for things. But then he thinks that we've just done that to him. So now he's like, well, you booked this appointment for me, but I have no way to get there. And we're like, well, we'll bring you. So I don't know how you get them to let up that kind of control. He's always been stubborn. He's going to be 87 next month. And he is, he's really stubborn, and he doesn't want anyone to make decisions for him. And I don't know how to get beyond that step. That's literally like step one. And then step two is, or the second issue I wanted to ask about is, if you have a loved one that is making crazy accusations about another family member, do you go along with it, or do you correct it? Correcting it seems to make him shut down and think that he can't trust me either. Going along with it, I don't know if that escalates the issue. So just looking for some advice, and I know this is a long video, but just looking for some advice if you have been in this situation before. How do you get them to let go of some of the care, like the day-to-day decisions, the paying the bills and things like that? Like, how do you get them? I mean, I have no interest in, his checking account, other than the electric company needs to be paid, the phone company needs to be paid, things like that. Just some advice if there's any legal action that you took, a doctor that got involved, an advocate that was involved, anything that you guys have for advice, or any technique that you used, especially on the second part of it with the when they're being unreasonable about, creating these big fantasies about somebody stealing from them that's a trusted family member. that's just trying to help them. Like, they're putting their laundry away and he thinks they're going through his drawers looking for money. Like, how do you know when to correct and when to just go along with and be an ally? And it's weird. It's like a Twilight Zone issue, and I don't even know. But look how cute my mug is. This is what I'm clinging to this morning. Coffee. I'm heading out to the doctor's appointment soon, and I need some coffee. I love you guys. Any advice, let me know. Thank you.